game, baby.
All right, boys. This is For the Game.
For the game.
For the game?
For the game.
It's For the Game.
It's for the game.
For the game. So we got Chris and Savi.
How we doing?
We're good, man. I'm good.
Doing real good. I'm happy to be here, man.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for joining.
Yep.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
So you guys want to introduce yourself to the cameras, man?
I'll go first. I'm Savi Delgado, Warminster, Pennsylvania. I'm here, applied sport and exercise science major. And, ain't much to it, man. I play baseball, so
There we go.
ain't much to it.
I like it.
All right. Well,
Christian
my turn.
Maceda.
Christian Maceda, Englewood, New Jersey. Business management major. I'm trying to look all the way around. I don't really know which camera's on me, so want to make sure I show everybody love.
All the lights are on you, baby. All the lights are on you.
So, Englewood, New Jersey, business management. Just trying to get better every day.
Well said, well said.
How was that move coming to Miami from PA and New Jersey? Is that like something you looked for, like when you came? Is that like a high factor for you guys?
Yeah. So a little background on me. I started at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, small school up in Maryland. Very cold. So when I got out of there, my decision was definitely to come down south, play in the warm. So it's definitely a factor in my decision. My grandparents are out here as well, so I was able to kind of go to school out here and be close to family. So it all worked out.
Yeah, I think for me, ever since I was a kid, I always told my mom, like, for school, I want to go airplane far, so
Yeah.
once I got that opportunity, I took it. And also, like, my brother played at Nova at the time, like roughly around the time I got the offer to come here. So, like, I looked at it as an opportunity to play against him since, like, we've been playing on the same team our whole lives, so.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Sure, that would fire me up too.
Yeah. So going off of your brother, you guys are far away from home. How has that been adjusting to being away from parents since you moved this far?
It definitely is tough. I'm a middle child, so I got two younger siblings, 13 and 11, and I don't know, just not being around them as much, and like I got niece and nephew, like kind of like missing on them growing up in a way, in a sense.
For sure.
Like that's I would say is like the toughest part, but all in all, like we keep in touch every day, so
Good. That's
all good.
Great.
Well, my family's pretty scattered, so most of my life has kind of been away from certain people. Sometimes I may be back home, I'm with my dad, but my mom lives in Georgia, so I'm not really with her. So past couple years, I've been adjusting to it, but I've been kind of used to being away from home. Like I said, I was in Maryland, so fresh out of high school, I was away from home for a few years. So it hasn't been too much of an adjustment, but it's been a good experience for sure.
Good. For sure. That's what I like to hear. So, in Miami, obviously, it's where you want to be. Like, we live where people vacation. Like, it's a fun place to be. How do you, like, is that something, like, when you came here, like, were you expecting, like, did you get what you expected out of Miami?
I think I could say so. Miami's it's a fun place, but it's a dangerous place at the same time. You can get lost and you get swept in it. So it's all about really time management and having your priorities set to make sure that you're able to still accomplish what you got to do in the classroom, obviously, on the field. And there's still always going to be time to have your fun, but it's all about that balance.
No, it definitely is all about that balance, finding that median. It definitely is, and more what I thought it was going to be. Just super overpopulated in ways that, you don't even want to take that 5-minute trip. Yeah. So like, it's like you rather.
Might take you an hour.
Exactly. So you just gonna, I don't know. A lot of it is just weathering what it is. So, and it's a lot to like, grasp.
You mentioned like prioritizing. How, like, what do you do, like, being an athlete? Like, obviously this is for athletes. People want to, like, get to know us. How do you, like, manage your time of your days to make sure you're able to get all that stuff done and then, like, have that extra, let's go out or whatever it is? Like, what helps you, like, manage your time?
Well, it's definitely been a process. This is my senior year. It's my 5th year now. So I've been doing this for a while, kind of learned the lay of the land and how everything works. So I would say early on in my college life, I probably struggled with being able to handle everything, But like I said, throughout the time, I was able to learn how to do that. And it's really just about getting things done, beforehand, really. Once you leave things kind of to the last minute and you try to procrastinate stuff, that's when things kind of get real jumbled up and stressful. So for me personally, I like to kind of get my work done early and just to make sure that I leave that time so that I know, like, you know, once I get out of practice, once I get out of this game, like, I don't have to worry about, oh, I got to do this 3-page paper now. Like, no, I did that a few days
I get
ago.
that.
So stuff like that. And, I mean, Miami is just, like we talked about, such a crazy place. So things kind of happen quickly. Like, you may get out of a game and you were planning on just laying in bed the rest of the night, but all of a sudden now, oh, no, we're going to go do this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's really being able to, leave your schedule open to be able to do the things, because you don't want to ever have to kind of make that decision, like, oh, man, like, I got this work to do, but I really want to go out with the boys. So I'm just going to, you know, skip the work, or you have to make that really tough decision. So I like to get things kind of out the way early so that that decision never happens. You know what I'm saying?
An athlete.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, took the words out of my mouth.
No,
So
he answered that pretty well.
he did.
I can't expect anybody to follow back on that one. You just
Thor-
bodied that
thoroughly.
question.
Maceda.
Just
Answer
bodied
that-
the
answer
question.
that
Giving good
thoroughly.
quotes right off the
Bodied
back.
the
I told you I was
question.
going to
Thoroughly.
bring value to this, man. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right.
There we go,
That's
there we
what I
go.
like to see, man.
So you guys are both JUCO bandits too. You guys are both scattered around. You already said you went to Maryland for your first school. Savi.
I went to Mercer County Community College in New Jersey.
Exactly. So if you
Shout out
guys
to that.
could you break down what it was like to be JUCO grind, and then transitioning to a 4-year like you are now at Barry University?
So academically, the JUCO I was at, it was like literally in between, like location-wise, like Princeton and Rider, and a lot of their professors that were in there were like tenured at Rider and, you know, Princeton and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel like that school, Mercer, academically was tough for me, because my professors during the day they're at Mercer and then they got a night class at Princeton, and it's like they're at Mercer and they're not at Princeton. So it's like, you know, I had this one
To that same standard.
I had this one literature class that was all we did was write, and it was stressful. But from the athletic standpoint, I mean, it was good. I mean, we had a great relationship with our coaching staff. You know, there was days, like conditioning days, that were tough, but you know, we were all in it together, and I don't know, it was just a great team, I guess, a great group of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so UMBC was actually an honors institution, so I kind of set the groundwork there. I did that for 2 years, and I kind of struggled, I'm not going to lie. Like, the curriculum was very rigorous. And then COVID hit my freshman year, too, so that threw a wrench in things, and it just got super difficult. But going there for 2 years and getting the work done there kind of opened everything else up and made it seem a little bit easier, you know what I'm saying? Like, once I left there, I went to the community college, and it wasn't Princeton. Definitely wasn't Princeton. So work wasn't too difficult. I was able to get the work done there. JUCO was a fun time, though. I mean, it's just a bunch of guys trying to get out where they are, and you're honestly, like, you really can't do it by yourself. Like, you could put up all the stats you want, but at the end of the day, like, you need a good team.
Facts.
You're going to
For
get
sure.
recruited if your team's better.
Yeah.
Your teammates put you in a better position to play. So, I mean, it was definitely kind of like a family environment, it felt like. You know, we all had the same goals. We were trying to get out. We were happy to see other guys, you know, get opportunities and stuff like that. So JUCO was a good time.
Sometimes I wish I did JUCO just like right after.
Yeah, I mean,
See what it was like. I hear so many good things from
grind.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I only did it for 1 year. Of course, I went to UMBC for 2 years, did JUCO for 1 year. Now this is my second year at Barry. But yeah, man.
Save a lot of money going
That is
JUCO too.
Yeah, no.
No, that was
sure.
actually a big part of my decision as well, because when I got in the transfer portal for my first school, I had opportunities, but because COVID was so crazy at the time, scholarships were super crazy.
Same here.
So there wasn't a lot of money everywhere, and I wanted to make sure like I was able to put myself in a position to kind of help my family out and not put me back as well and have to worry about a bunch of student loans. So I took that 1 year of junior college just so that I could kind of show what I could do, and then hopefully get an opportunity to play somewhere else on a scholarship, and that ended up working out here at Barry. So
There you go. Amen.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Works out nice.
So we kind of been dancing around like the student athlete subject about how your lives go. So how do you guys cope with just all the stress? Like, do you have an outlet? Fishing. I know you guys go fishing sometimes because it does
the
get
hat,
hectic.
peep the hat.
You gotta
That's right.
Practice every
Yo,
day,
peep the hat.
schoolwork.
Peep the hat.
What does it say? It's
Peacock bass. That's all
peacock
we go
bass.
for. That's all we go for, peacock bass down here. We don't got those up north, so.
Where's the spot? Let the viewers know some of the spots so you can't
Nah,
tell.
nah.
It's a secret.
Nah, you can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, nah. It's presidential is what it is.
Presidential. So how do you deal with the stress, though? How do you deal with the stress? It's a lot of work. Are you stressed or are you bulletproof?
Listen, I'm stressed as hell. Excuse me.
It's okay. You're good.
I'm
You're
pretty
good.
stressed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
You're
gonna
good.
beat around no bush here. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess fishing. Yeah. Like I mean, there's times I'll just get up and go. Like don't even say a word, and I'm just fishing.
I see.
You know, like I come back to the room. I've been gone for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Kind of like, yeah, where were you? I was like, I was just fishing, like by myself.
So to help
just-
you, like, kind
just
of
an
like,
escape.
forget what's going on.
Yeah,
get you
it just
outside
you know
of it.
like it's therapeutic as heck. So
Mhm.
you know, like I look at that, and it's not even like about. I don't know. Like it kind of teaches me to just be patient. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
You're
to
a
kind
new
of
fisherman too.
to kind of piggyback off that, definitely teaches patience. It is a very good outlet. I feel like. I mean, our days get very stressful. We start early and late a lot of times, so to kind of be able to go somewhere, and especially with friends. I mean, I go here with Savi. We got a boy named Leo. Free promo real quick, Leo Vasquez. So, you know, we go out there, we enjoy ourselves, we have a good time, and it's just a place we can kind of like let go. You know what I'm saying? And just enjoy the day, enjoy nature, enjoy everything, and kind of get away from our phones, get away from the homework, get away from baseball, because a lot of times, not even on purpose, but the conversations kind of seem to always end up on baseball. You know? I mean, it takes up a huge part of our life. So we're leaving practice, we're leaving games, and we're still talking about it for hours. I mean, there's been plenty of times we're just sitting in the room for hours talking about the game and what kind of went wrong, what went right, and all that type of stuff. So it is good to be able to take a step back from that and focus on something else.
What do you think, like, the importance of having something like that is? I think it's so important. I think if you can't have something like that, like to escape from the game, you won't be able to handle it.
I
This
think
game
it's
gets
super
too
important.
crazy.
I mean, baseball's such a mental game, and it's such a mentally taxing game, and it's a humbling game. So there's plenty of days I've left the field, and it feels like I don't know what I'm doing out there. Like, the process was great. I felt great when I woke up this morning. I got zero of the results I expected. So it's like there's a lot of things you can't control in the game. So that's why, you know, when I have my free time, it's really the only time I can kind of control what I do. Because if not, you know, we're on a schedule. We got to go to class. We got to go to live. We got to go here, and this and that. So when I have my own time to be able to do what I want to do, it's definitely like free. It feels good. So.
For sure, man.
So
I'm with that. So what's like we got game day today. We're hype. Energies are flowing.
Fine Bloomfield tonight, 6 o'clock.
Could you guys tell, like, the people, the viewers, what, like, the game day routine is? Like, from you when you wake up, if you start doing things on purpose, or like, when does that start for you?
I mean, I guess I can give it from a infielder's perspective. I don't have classes on Fridays. I have an online class, but I don't have to physically present myself in a classroom. So I usually wake up whenever, like, I don't set an alarm because I know, like, I usually wake up around like 9:30ish. We get that text from Dean that, you know, we got ground balls at 2:45, be there at 2:45, and, you know, just, you know, following through with the BP and stuff like that. But I guess, like, before that would just be, you know, I mean, me, to be honest, like, I can see myself, like, gravitating towards, like, not being a breakfast guy for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I just have a coffee and, like, I'm ready to go. And then, I mean,
Everybody has their
kinda
thing.
like
I like to
stump-
just do nothing.
I'm not much of a breakfast guy either.
yeah.
I would say my routine probably starts from the night before. Like, I'm playing MLB The Show.
Yes, you gotta get your eyes and
Yeah,
the
I'm
hand-eye
playing-
coordination. I was playing last night. I'm with you.
Of course,
I
I'm
went
playing.
off.
Yeah, I'm playing MLB The Show before every game the night before. Just
100%.
it's really, I mean, baseball's superstitious game, so it's kind of like you see success doing one thing and you don't want to stop. It doesn't matter what it is.
exactly.
It could be, you know, I'm wearing these pink pair of underwear, and I got 3 hits tonight, so you know what I'm wearing tomorrow.
Yeah.
That pink pair of underwear is coming back on. So
For sure.
You washing that pink underwear? Or?
you can't wash the hits
Nah.
away.
No.
Can't wash the hits
can't
away.
wash the hits out.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the routine kind of starts from there, and then I wake up. I have class on Fridays, unfortunately. So there's a class at 10 that I'm locked in on. I'm in there. After that, I'll probably get a little meal in, light lunch, nothing too crazy. And then sometimes I like to get a little lift in on game days. not anything super taxing. You know, I don't want to like get my body sore, but I'm just trying to get my legs under me and feel good. So I'll
Move around a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll get a little light lift in. Probably go to the trainer's room or whatever, get some work in just to like kind of loosen up the body, just to feel good, and then it's time to go. We usually take BP around 3. Done with that by 4:30. Maybe I'll get another little meal in, maybe an energy drink or something. And then it's usually time to go. We're back out there at 5:36 or about 5 o'clock, and then we play at 6. So it moves quick, and you that's what goes back to like the time management and stuff we talked about before, because it all happens very fast on game days. Like, you know, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock right now. I'm sure it'll be 3 o'clock next time I open my eyes.
Yeah.
So, it all moves very quickly, and you got to be able to manage everything and have that routine beforehand, so it's not like, you know, free form trying to figure it out and you're just everywhere. So, yeah.
And then you start forgetting to do stuff. And happens.
I mean, honestly, the Saturdays was tough. Like, we start early on Saturdays. We usually have 2 game Saturdays. We got to be at the field by like 9, 10 o'clock. So that's when things are kind of weird, and, you know, you might have to wake up a little earlier than you're used to. You might have to have breakfast because you're going to be at the field for 8 hours. So it's like Saturdays is more really just trying to
Saturdays are a grind.
Yeah, it's a grind.
It's a grind.
It's really just trying to find a way and like just trying to feel comfortable on Saturdays and just make it happen. But we practice a lot in the fall. We do a lot of stuff to get to that. So
we do grind.
So obviously you guys are seasoned vets now for the routine, baseball, all that. But when and how did you start getting into baseball?
3 years old. I mean, my dad played baseball. He played in a men's league. It was like super organized though. Like when I was younger, I honestly thought like it was minor league ball. Like I would go to school and like elementary school, like, yeah, my dad plays for the Cardinals because his jersey was Cardinal. It was super organized back then. But he played in the men's league and then gravitated towards softball. But whatever, he would always bring me and my brother to the games, and I don't know, I just from there like just like clicked that I want to do this. Like, you know, I want to play, and then signed me up for T-ball, and then just took off from there. But I was 3 years old when I started.
Yeah, my dad's a baseball lifer. I mean, he's been into baseball since he was a little kid. He's been a Met fan since birth, so he was able to see the World Series in '86.
That's sick for you.
He saw the World Series in 2000 when they lost, and, you know, he kind of instilled that in me very early. Like, I was born, and I think I was in a Mets singlet by the first day I was home. So having him around and having him in my ears kind of just made me fall in love with baseball. He ended up becoming my first coach. I was probably playing by like 4 or 5 years old, and my dad was my first coach for a couple of years, and until like I got a little bit older and was able to like branch out a little bit, play travel ball, stuff like that. So my dad is definitely a huge factor.
For sure. How did you start?
4 years old in Colorado. Dad signed me up for T-ball, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, longtime Cubs fan. Unfortunate, like your father, our teams don't win.
Yeah.
Were you guys good from the jump?
No, not at all.
At 3 years old, I mean, I don't got much recollection of that, but I think I was swinging it pretty good, better than I am now.
Bro, I might have peaked in the league. I felt like Barry Bonds.
I peaked. Imagine peaking.
I was 6 years old. I was in the Cub Scouts. I never played the sport. I was a Cub Scout.
You're a Boy Scout guy?
I was a Boy Scout. I would do like,
give me that vibe.
I did karate and Cub Scouts. And my dad was like, pick a sport. And I was like, baseball. I just picked a random sport. And then that's how I started. And I was horrible. I was scared of the ball. I remember one time my dad had to tie me to a tree, like, and would throw the ball at me underhand and like let it hit me just to get used to like not being scared of the ball. Mm-hmm. Him and my dad was the same thing. He was my coach for a while.
You said tie you to a tree?
I was like, so my dad was my coach, and my other head coach, they realized like they would hit a pop-up at me, I'd be running the opposite direction because I'd had a couple that would hit me in the forehead or something when I was 6. So, and I was playing outfield. I just, you know how it is when you're younger and you're playing outfield, when you like just start playing in like rec ball. So
the ball gets hit to you, you let it fall, roll past you about 10 yards, and then you chase it.
And
then you go.
Because I know I feel safe.
Kid already got an inside the park home run.
Was baseball the first sport you both played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure was. I mean, I played a few other sports. I played soccer 1 year.
Nice.
It's like about 5, 6 years old. It was good, man. I just never scored a goal, so I hung it up. Yeah, my career was short-lived. You know, I'm very competitive, so never played soccer a day in my life. But as soon as I got out there, I swear I should have been Messi. And soccer balls were not finding the back of the net. So I told my dad, this is it for me, and we're just going to focus on baseball. So then I focused on baseball for a while, played a little bit of basketball, you know, like 2nd grade to like 5th grade, team captain, 4th grade. Not a big deal. It's okay. But I did that. I did a little bit of track. Yeah, did a little bit of track in high school, and that's about it.
Yeah. So we talked about how you guys like got into baseball when you knew like you fell in love with it. But when was that point when you know like I want to dedicate my life to this? I'm okay with sacrificing other things like the parties, like you said, hanging out with people, going to like a big school, just getting your degree. When was that point when you knew I want to do this?
Probably middle school for me, honestly. Lucky for me, I had a best friend growing up. His name was Alex. His dad was actually able to drive me to a lot of the practices and games and stuff because my parents would be working. So I was with him all the time, and we'd go to the field. We'd go to practice. We'd go to games, like I said. We'd come back. We'd still want to play, or we'd get on the game and go play MLB or 2K, stuff like that. Just being a kid, you know what I'm saying? So middle school is when I really realized I was like, all right, like I'm kind of good at this. I think I can keep doing this. I really enjoy doing this, and that honestly factored into like my decision going to high school. The high school I chose, I wanted to go there because I knew they had a good baseball program. So probably about 7th, 8th grade was when I was like, all right, I'm gonna lock in, and I'm just gonna like every decision I make is gonna mainly be for baseball. So
For sure.
Yeah, I guess I can agree. Middle school was, I guess, like that pivotal time period where, you know, just wanted to, everything was about baseball. I mean, just, you know, going to Phillies games as a kid and just seeing it, like, firsthand, you know, playing wiffle ball in the yard with my brother, then taking it inside once the sun went down and playing on the Wii. Yeah. Like, it's just everything was baseball. Like, your whole day was baseball. Yep. And then, you know, you just looked forward to, like, playing it, like, organized.
That was so much fun back then. I remember, like, summer felt like it was a year long.
Yeah.
I was outside all day. You couldn't get me inside the house. I remember playing, like, blitzball, and then we'd play, like, flag football in my backyard, and then we'd go fishing, and, like, I loved it.
Put it this way. Me and my brother, we would play in our yard, right? After this, I'll show you, like, what my yard looks like.
Yeah.
And, like, the dimensions of it is almost like a little baseball field. And we would play with tennis balls. And this one day, like, I think I was probably 8 or 9. We looked outside, and there was no cars. And that was, like, our cue. Like, oh, there's no cars? We can play with a hard ball. Like, disregard the houses, right? Meanwhile, I live in, like, where I live is, like, formerly, like, military homes. So it's, like, they're kind of, like, townhomes.
Okay.
So, like, there's little margin for error. So, like, we would look outside. There's no cars in the parking lots. There's no cars on the streets. Like, all right, we're playing hardball. And I would get my uniform, my Little League uniform. I'm sliding in my yard with metal bat, helmet, like, full-on pitching. My fence is probably only 4 feet tall. And, like, we're just breaking shit. Like, the side of my house, we had to get it redone, like, multiple times. Because, like, it was just...
That's fun.
Like the... what is it? The shutter... Not the shutters, the...
Baseboards?
I guess. Just all, like, just damaged. So...
I mean, hot take, but honestly, I feel like that's where you learn most of your stuff.
100%.
Realistically, like, I know there's been a bunch of lessons and a bunch of practices, but those days in the yard, just letting it eat, just being an athlete, 100%. Just playing with your friends, your brothers, like
all the days in your backyard, like with a wiffle ball, and I'm pretending to be somebody while I'm hitting.
Bro,
you learn stuff from that.
Balls banging off a tree, and you're just barehanding it, picking it up, making a crazy throw. And
you
do that in a game, and it's like, where'd you learn that? In my backyard. Like,
I've never lost in my backyard.
Never.
Imagine if I could do that.
I'm undefeated in my backyard too. You can pop out. We could do this for real.
Till this day, when I cut the grass at home, like, I make sure, like, I'm laying stripes. Like, that's my field right there. Yeah. Like,
that's hype.
I even thought, like, when I first, like, around COVID, when I first got into landscaping, because, like, there was no jobs and, like, that was the only thing that was available. I tried to, like, cut, like, my yard, like, cut it real low, like, drop the deck on the mower and, like, cut it real low, like, baselines. Turned out terrible. It was just not a good idea. But even now, like, I'm cutting my grass because, like, I just want it to look. And we have I actually have, like, a 15-foot fishing pole. I took the cap off the corner of the fence and stuck it in there, and that's our foul pole, and it still stands today.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Still stands today.
Bro, I drawn, like, 20 feet long.
This guy's my driver.
I had it in my backyard, so imagine like if it was like a square, and then it had on the side of the house, it had a long strip of land, like a long extra like backyard. So it would be like a square, and then it would almost look like a reverse L, and that's where we'd play on the long strip because it was the longest part to pitch. To the left was my house with my dad's window right there, and to the right was the other house with their window right there. So we had to hit a dead center. So if you would hit it to the, so we would just work on our direction. I wouldn't pull it. You wouldn't go up, but everything would just be bah, dead center. I remember doing that for hours.
That's funny because, so like I said, I was at my boy's crib all the time. So he lived on like the corner. So there was no house to the left of him. There's only a house to the right. And it was this like probably guy about in his 40s, Hispanic man. And he had a truck in his driveway. And we used to rip that truck. Every foul ball we'd hit, we'd rip that truck. And mind you, like, the house to the right of him is an older lady. So she's not playing in the yard at all. So like, we're clearly the only reason why there'd be baseballs in his yard, in his driveway. And we'd just lie every time. Like, we were never outside. Like, I don't know what you're saying. He'd come out yelling, like, yo, you guys hit my car. What are you talking about, man? I was never out there. The whole time we were out there for 4 hours. Hit his truck about 4 times. Like,
That's another thing. Like, neighbors hated me and my brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They hated me and my brother, dude. Like we had my parents had to pay for, we damaged someone's like roof of their car. They had to pay for that. Neighbors like not across the street, but like, so like the yard was like, doesn't even matter. Our neighbors would, if the ball was in the yard, they would throw the balls. They would like pick it up in front of us, throw it out in the trash in front of us. And we would have to go retrieve it from the trash.
That's ridiculous.
But again, like, it was just like, dude, we were just naive kids, just like
Having fun.
like not a worry in the world other than just, you know, playing baseball. So
We used to hit in the front of we used to never play in the back. We'd always hit in the front. So ours was like, obviously, like, you had a house, there was a street, and then on the other side was another house. And we would hit in my driveway, but we'd hit out, like, towards the other houses.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it one time where we had like it wasn't like we didn't have any tennis balls, so we grabbed a lacrosse ball. And
that's worse than a baseball.
I know. I remember I threw it, and my buddy Timmy hits it, and it goes through the lady's garage.
Tim.
It goes right through the garage.
It's a bootleg.
Like through like the aluminum.
It went through the garage. Like, he hit it so hard that it went right through it. I remember her coming out and screaming at us. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I broke a few windows in my day. But, I mean, like how you said, it was just naive, just being kids, honestly. Like, compared to the alternative, I mean, I didn't grow up in a great area. So there was a lot of kids my age kind of getting into, like, serious trouble, like doing things that young kids should not be doing. So it was like, our outlet was like a positive outlet, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the trouble we'd get into, but I don't regret that, you know? I want my kids to get in that same type of trouble, just outside playing in the yard, you know? I'm the dad now, I'll handle it. Like, I'll talk to him, but like,
true.
Like I said, compared to the alternative and the other things that we could have done and trouble we could have gone into, like,
100%.
I'll take that
Preach.
every time.
Preach.
Yeah.
So 2 questions then. Can you guys kind of speak to, you kind of just alluded to it, but what was your childhood like growing up in Pennsylvania and growing up in Jersey?
Yeah.
So my childhood was surrounded by just a lot of family. I mean, I come from a low income rent like neighborhood, and literally at a point my great grandmother lived like 5 minutes from me. Like, my whole family was just from this neighborhood, Lacey Park, and to this day I can walk to my grandma's house. My grandfather used to live in there. He moved out, but I got like 3 aunts who live in there. Like, it's just a lot of people, like a lot of family in there. So
well connected.
yeah, well connected. But I guess my childhood, like, kind of like harping off what Maceda said, like, not coming from a great area, like, there was times, like, I would say, like, until I was probably like 11, 12, like, I wasn't allowed to go to the playground, the basketball courts, stuff like that, because, like, it was just, you know, the older high school kids smoking, you know, just causing havoc and just, I don't know, kind of living up to, like, the name that was given to my neighborhood. Like, if you look that up on Wikipedia, like, it's going to say, like, it's a slum. Because at a point it was. But, like, it's kind of getting better now. I mean, I don't know. But, my childhood was just literally me, my brother, cousins. Like, I had friends, but, like, my best friends were my cousins. And, like, they were all in the neighborhood. So, like, we would go up there, and because they lived at the top of the neighborhood, we would go up there, play football. Whenever they wanted to play baseball, they were coming down to our yard, and I don't know, it was just well connected, I would say.
That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, my area now, kind of like he said, it's gotten better, but growing up, it wasn't the best. I had an older sister, so I was kind of able to see, like, what was going on at her age range, seeing what was going on. I mean, I was overhearing the conversation she was getting yelled at, so, I mean, she kind of helped in a way. I was able to learn from her mistakes and not make as many mistakes. But growing up, my parents got divorced at a very young age. I don't even remember them together. I mean, they're still, we're friends, and it was still a good relationship, but I was always going back and forth from each house. And my mom was living in Englewood, so I had my mom, my grandma, both my grandmas actually were in the area. My aunts, I grew up with a lot of women. Like, if I wasn't at my dad's house, I was with women. It was either, my aunts, my grandma, my mom, my sister. So that helped in a way too. I mean, we don't got to get into that really, but like, growing up with women definitely like helped me learn a lot. See things from different perspective. So,
100%.
But yeah, growing up, it was just playing around all the time. I met my best friend, still my best friend to this day. I met him in first grade. We've been hanging out all the time since first, second grade. So I was always at his house, always playing. If it got too late, I would crash at his house. He lived in Englewood as well, so if not, his dad would drop me off, or my parents would pick me up when they got off work. But just regular old childhood, playing baseball every day, playing basketball, like
It's the
just having
life.
fun. Yeah,
It's the life.
yeah.
So this is for the game, so we must take it to the rapid fire section.
Rapid fire round.
For the game.
It's for the game.
For the game.
For the game.
Coffee.
Get some coffee.
No free promo.
This was
No free
brought to you
promo.
by Dunkin'.
We could take a little water break.
No free promo.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Sink water, by the way.
Duncan, give us a promo. Give us a sponsorship, please.
Yeah.
All right, first question. Who would you trade places with for a day?
You can take that. I didn't think about that one.
This is rapid fire.
I mean, honestly, growing up, I was always taught comparisons a thief of joy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I'd ever trade places with anybody else. If I were to trade places with somebody, it'd probably just be like the best version of myself.
Wow.
Yeah, you should have went second. I don't know. I guess just to give you guys an answer, I mean, I would trade places with
It's a really slow rapid fire round.
yeah, nah, it definitely is.
I got some more.
I would trade places with Bryce Harper. I don't know.
There we go,
I don't know.
Bryce Harper.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
What is
I
your
don't know.
guilty pleasure, Christian Maceda?
I have a tendency of snacking late at night. Like when I'm playing the show, I'm chopping down on some candy. I'm not gonna lie, some
Me too.
popcorn, something like that. I know it's not the best. I usually wake up, stomach's feeling terrible. But
Yeah.
I make the same mistake every night.
Me too.
It's all right.
Yeah.
No, that and also fishing in private property
Private
Oof.
property.
Yeah.
Oof.
and like no fishing zones.
How could you?
Yeah.
Man, these are high-level
Is
questions.
that with a big fish, right?
And I'm not familiar with like Miami-Dade County Rangers and stuff like that. I don't know how strict they are, but
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
yeah. So
I have no idea.
I know back home like the wardens are crazy. So
For real.
Guilty
You can't
pleasure.
fish as much back home, man?
no, I can. I just the last time I fished at a spot, me and my cousins and my brother, we ran out of there. We got chased out of there.
No. It's the biggest risk you've ever took.
Come in here.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good
Come in
answer.
here.
Yeah.
Mine would probably be leaving my first school. Everyone's dreams always go D1, go D1,
Same.
go D1. So I was at a Division 1, and I still like knew I wanted better or knew I wanted something different. So like making that decision to like actually get out of there was probably the biggest risk I took.
Yeah.
Best compliment you ever got?
Best compliment. I guess nice haircut. My dad's a barber. He's been a barber for over 20 years. Now it's kind of rubbing off on me now. I'm cutting my own hair.
Savi Blends.
Wouldn't take my hat off.
I was cutting my hair as well.
Savi Blends.
Yeah, no, I
Free
got him.
promo.
Got him. Got Matt on the way. But yeah, nah, nice haircut, I would say.
Nice.
Probably one of my boys saying they would name their kid after me. I feel like that's a big compliment. If you're willing to name your son after someone
I
else,
might get a
after
tear
your
out of
boy.
me. Like
Yeah.
if my boy does that, you might get a tear or
My
two.
boy told me he would name his kid after me, and I was like,
Wow.
yeah, that's the best compliment I've ever
Yeah.
received.
Wow.
That's huge. That's major.
Yeah.
What's the worst piece of advice you've ever got?
Worst piece of advice. I don't know. I mean, I don't try to put myself in positions where I need advice. So, I think that might be like a personal problem or something like that. But I just like if I feel like I'm in a position where I need advice, like I don't know, I feel too vulnerable. Like I don't know if that resonates at all with you guys, but I kind of just try to like take things like I try to face the music like on my own in most times, most cases. So yeah, I really couldn't even give you like and if someone is giving me advice, like I'm thinking about it too much myself that like if they're like in front of me like giving me advice, like odds are like I'm not hearing you.
I get you.
No, you don't. That's a personal problem.
Damn.
I got to work on that.
Okay.
I mean, if you get me,
I'm here for you.
I know
if you get me, we got to talk about that after.
But how has that played a role in like your baseball career with like having to deal with coaches like telling you all the time?
I mean, in JUCO, like our coaching staff, like they were supportive, right? But like they would also kind of like they knew like what could like overwhelm you. You know what I'm saying? So like they wouldn't kind of exceed that boundary. So
yeah.
But then again, that's like me kind of going to them first and like having that connection. Like, hey, like this is who I am. This is like what I'm going through. Not even like I'm going through anything, but like this is just who I am, right? So like, I think from a coaching standpoint, like that was like what they knew. So
yeah,
it was like a boundary that they knew, like, you know, if he's getting there, like kind of just like he'll come down, but like just don't try to like push him.
Yeah, makes sense.
Worst advice, probably to be realistic. I mean, I feel like it completely like contradicted what my dad was like instilling in me growing up. My dad was always telling me, you know, you could be whatever you want to be, you could do whatever you want to do. Just you got to apply yourself. And he always had this one saying, like, anything worth doing is worth doing right. So like I've kind of taken that with me. And this is a student athlete podcast, so like for an example, like baseball, like I don't care if you don't play at all on the team, if you haven't even gotten an inning, like if your dream's to go be a professional baseball player, go do it.
Yeah.
Why?
Amen.
Like you should never limit yourself. If you really like truly want something, you feel like you can do it, like just go out and do it. Put your best foot forward. And if not, like you can live with that instead of like the regret of I wish I went and did it. I wish I gave it a better try, because you know you don't get that time back. So it's like
I'd rather go for it.
Regardless what age you are, what situation you're in, like you really want something, just go put your best foot forward.
Amen, baby. Well said. Really well said.
So what's something you wish you were better at?
Communication. I don't think there's much to say about that, but just like communication. I wish I was a better communicator.
It could happen though. It doesn't mean
it's
out of reach.
It could, and it will, and it has to.
Yeah.
It will.
It has to.
It will.
I think I got two things. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. What was the question?
What's
something you wish you were better at?
Oh yeah. I wish I was better with patience. I feel like sometimes I'm not good at like being where my feet are, and I'm always looking ahead, and I want to achieve this or I want to do that, and like if something's not happening right away, sometimes I get discouraged a little bit, and it kind of like frustrates me. I'm not saying like I give up, but like I just like if I had better patience, I feel like I'd be able to handle situations a little better.
I get you.
And also I'd like to be a better golfer. I feel like
Me
golfing I think kind of goes hand in hand with fishing, you know. It's
Yeah.
kind of like you're just like out there just enjoying yourself. It's really calm, but like I said, I'm not very good at golfing. Then the patience comes in. Then I get frustrated. Then I throw the club.
And then we're only
Then I
3
go
holes
home,
in.
like, you know what I'm
and then
saying?
We have the whole day left.
18
of golf.
holes. 18 holes. I'm already tapped
I'm
out.
fishing
by
by
the
hole
fourth.
7.
You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing out my fishing rod on hole 7. I'm just telling them, go do what you gotta do. You know?
You guys have fun. I'll be
Exactly.
here.
Yeah, were you there when I brought the rod that one
We
day?
were playing together. It was me and you.
I brought my rod that
Yeah.
day, right? Yeah, like every other hole.
Hole 7. We just were. We would hit it right in the fairway, and then just walk off. We were done. We put down 2 eagle every time, just because we knew it would have gone in, and then we just start fishing.
Nah, yeah, we
Fire.
would pipe our drives.
Sometimes pipe the
We would
drives.
pipe our
do what?
drives down the
What did
middle,
he do?
and we'd be like, that's good. You know, let's pick the balls up. Let's go fish right now.
So peacock bass.
And get no bites there though.
No bites.
But that's the patience of it. You know what I'm saying? Without that, we wouldn't have caught what we caught the other day.
There you go.
I wouldn't have got this hat.
Yeah, little story time. Me and Savi went out there the other day, 3 fish each.
Wow.
It's not a big deal. I mean, don't make it seem like a big deal, but 3 fish each.
It's pretty cool, man.
I mean, we've
What type?
taken
Oh, you
Noah
got-
out a few times. I don't even think he's gone to
Hey,
bite.
I've been out one time for the record. I did not catch a fish. He's been out how many times?
Probably twice.
Why we gotta lie on this podcast?
Two or eight.
It's
Two or
for
eight.
the
I mean,
game.
Nah, definitely
No
like
lying on
twice
this
with me.
podcast.
Not 3.
But yeah, man, I'll give
Around
you
like
your
4 or
props,
5.
bro. You brought in.
I need to go to one of these
I'll give you
fishing
your
trips.
props, man.
come man.
Yeah, we got a
Certified
spare
good.
rod.
Yeah.
Colin got a rod and just doesn't go. So.
Why doesn't he go? Play that
He
with the
broke
show all
that
day.
jaw.
Well, it's not. It's broke, but it's not broke.
Just give me a yo-yo, and that's all I need. A yo-yo.
Yo-yo?
Yeah. We could do that.
We don't got the facilities for that, big man.
I'll buy a yo-yo.
All right.
I probably have one at the house, honestly.
Or if you go to like a nearby elementary school, they probably got them yo-yo
Yeah, I can fish
influencers
with
coming in. I don't know if they still do that stuff,
But
but
make sure they know it's a charter now, Savi.
no, you don't remember in like elementary school, like the guy they're like selling yo-yos and they would come in on the stage and like do tricks and stuff like that. Or was that?
I
This
remember
guy
that. They
didn't
would
make
throw
it
the
to
joint.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
Probably
think
just-
that's. I don't think that was here in Florida.
It's probably an East Coast thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Northeast region.
Nice.
They didn't have it in Florida.
Probably.
So speaking about regions, let's say you get lost in a region and you don't know where you are. What's 3 people stranded on a deserted island with? Who is it?
Yeah, take that one, Savi. I got to think.
I would say probably my older brother,
Okay.
younger brother,
Okay.
and my dad.
Fire.
all
So family
dudes.
affair. Family affair.
Just all dudes.
Nice.
Wait,
Is
What do you mean by that?
I had a different. No,
What do
because
you mean?
I remember.
is this for survival or is this
Yeah.
for entertainment? Is this just the people you want to be around?
It definitely is.
Family.
I mean, survival, I guess. But like, we actually, went over this. And
As a
you
family.
know what? I'm just gonna go back to the original answer that I had.
Whatever.
I'm gonna say my older brother, my younger brother,
Mm-hmm.
who's 13, right?
Okay.
And like
Right.
whoever he has a crush on, build a population. Like eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like we had our
okay,
fun,
younger
it's about you now. We're on an island, we're stuck, like
Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
I like it. Good answer.
I'll probably bring my grandpa, honestly, but back in his prime now.
Oh, back
I
in
need,
the prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got-
How many
like,
years back? How old is he
At
now?
least 40 years.
We can do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna give
Stop,
another
bro.
answer.
Oh, you're
Nah,
going back
yeah.
in time?
My grandpa could do anything in this world, bro. I'm telling you. Like,
Okay.
he came here from Cuba, barely speaks English. He got here. He was selling refrigerators. He was fixing refrigerators and selling them. Like, that's how he got his footing out here.
Engineer.
Yeah. I go to his house. He's got like a big shack in his backyard. Just always out there doing something. He's like
the
85,
man's
bro.
man.
He's like 85. Could barely hear me. Like, his one ear, he came in here out the one ear. He's just, I come in the backyard. He's cutting the grass. I got to scream his name like 6 times for him to hear me. Like, but yeah, I pick my grandpa. I probably pick Savi for both reasons, entertainment as well as like I trust him. I feel like he can make a living out there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then the real Tarzan, that guy
Yep.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
He
your
just be,
survivalist.
he just be
Yeah.
fighting boas and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I trust him.
Damn, I took a pretty biased route there on that.
Well, you picked your family.
Who you pick?
Everybody
I mean, I
respect
did,
that.
No,
but-
it's a good question, man. Let's go all
Oh,
the way
my
around the
bad.
table
Yeah,
here.
let's go around the table, man.
I'm going Bear Grylls.
Oh,
Bear Grylls.
The guy that's like on Animal Planet.
He gonna
Yeah.
test, eat everything?
Oh well, like he just
He just knows everything.
everything.
Nah, he does.
I'm
Bear
surviving.
Liver
Grylls
King.
is my number one pick for sure. Then I guess my brother. Take my brother.
for what though?
It's my guy,
What does
have
he
a family
provide?
connection. If Bear Grylls starts to creep me out, I got my brother. It's the guy I can trust,
What if
Just
Bear
like
Grylls
that
kills your
Savi.
brother first day out?
And that's
crazy, man.
That's a possibility.
It is.
that's
You never
why
know. What if
the
he goes
next
rabid?
pick, I think.
I think you need a bodyguard, Gulley.
Nah, man. Probably like, man. Yeah, like Tyler.
Tyler?
Mm-hmm. Tyler. Yeah, I went the like younger brother route, but a little bit more
Just
selfish.
gotta think he cussing that.
Yeah, man.
My
A
fault.
little bit better.
who's Tyler?
Tyler.
It's that water.
Make me sweat. Make me harder.
You know that?
Make me
I know that song, but
That's her.
Make me
let's see what she looks like.
That's a good song.
In that harmony.
Make that the outro.
Wait, so what is she there for? To just sing?
No, entertainment, on all facets for me and my brother.
In all facets.
Sing music.
What
She
do you
can sing.
What do you mean by
Yo,
What do you
bro.
mean by
Sing.
that?
all
She can
facets is-
sing.
What do you mean by
Yo,
that?
She's a singer.
She's beautiful, bro. Like,
Okay.
she could probably
Yeah,
She
no.
could probably walk, Gulley.
if there's a local population,
Yeah, nah.
swing, trade,
Oh, I see what's
trade,
going
like,
on
her
here. I want to
singing,
change my
like,
answer. I'm picking
baskets and
LeBron
shit.
James.
Cook an egg on a
Yeah,
rock.
You stole my answer.
I'm picking LeBron James.
Picking
That's my
LeBron
favorite
James.
athlete
What
of all
is LeBron gonna
time.
do, man?
What do you mean? What is he gonna do, bro? He grab anything from the tree.
You see, I was
And I'm
going
gonna get
a
an
little
autograph
different.
for sure.
Autograph?
I was
And
going
once
a
we
little
get out of
different.
there, I'm tapped in with LeBron.
Yo, can
Okay, this
you
is the
carve
thing,
your
though.
name
You're
in this
stuck.
rock for
You're
me,
stuck,
Bron?
bro. You
Yo,
ain't
yo,
getting
too many
out.
people at once, bro.
Carve your name in this
Can you
rock.
sign this rock for me, LeBron?
Yeah, bro.
I was thinking Shaq.
Shaq?
No,
I feel like Shaq could get any. He's 7'1".
he's too big, bro. And there's not
I
enough.
just think about
nah,
food.
Nah, let's.
There's
You know
not
what?
enough
If we're gonna
food.
have this
Yeah,
conversation, let's really
not
have this
enough food for
conversation.
Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. There's not enough food for Shaq, and because of that, like his energy levels are gonna be low. Shaq just gonna be sitting around, man.
His energy
That's not a good decision.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, nah.
Do you think you could feed LeBron?
You think Shaq is gonna be in a good mood to do stuff third day when he ate one crab,
You think you could feed LeBron?
bro? LeBron's vegan.
Listen, we're not
LeBron is
feeding them. They gotta
not
feed
vegan.
themselves.
He
It's
gonna
survival.
intermittent fast.
No, you guys gotta survive
LeBron's
together.
gonna eat one squirrel a day. He intermittent fast.
One squirrel a day.
That's all it takes.
So, Savi, you change your answer? You stick
Wait. You said
I
Shaq.
say I haven't even gone.
Yeah, come on,
My
go.
bad.
Forget me. It's
I'm a
alright.
firm believer of
Kind of like
yeah,
this,
my-
man. Let's keep this going.
My dad, my brother, and my younger brother.
All right, cool.
Forget.
My bad. Back
Second
to you,
answer.
Zoo Peeper.
I am bringing.
Rapid fire.
We got a game today.
We really
It's
do.
3 o'clock, bro. I told you.
I'm bringing my dad, because he's good at like, I don't know. That's somebody like if stuff goes down, shit goes down.
Are you biased though? Like,
No, like I feel like my dad would know it. I don't know. He's always been that for me.
I've
like-
met your dad. Great dude.
Yeah,
Nah, great dude.
Good goatee as well.
he does have a
I'm
good
confident
goatee.
that
I'm trying to copy him.
I'm confident that he can handle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go my dad, and then I'm gonna go John Cena for entertainment.
Here we go.
John Cena.
I feel like that would be funny. John.
Funny.
Matt just playing with my time right now.
And nah, but he's an athlete though. He could.
Athlete.
He's an athlete.
Might be the worst answer so far.
No, it's not. John Cena's an
What do you-
athlete. And then I am bringing. Wait, I'm trying to think good.
This answer is gonna be terrible.
It's not.
Great Kali.
The
The
great.
Great Gulley. Andre the Giant. I am bringing Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Oof.
Dogg. That's honestly.
Nah, there you go. That's a good
That's
answer.
a good answer, man.
That's a very good.
That is a good answer.
He'd be prepared.
He don't eat, so you don't even gotta worry about that.
Yeah. Snoop Doggy Dog, man.
He don't eat.
John Cena, Snoop Dogg, and my dad.
It's a crazy group.
Crazy group.
Yeah, I'll make it out though. I believe it.
All right, sure.
Yeah, we'd survive.
All right, so that has concluded the rapid fire section on For the Game.
Yes.
It's for the
Very
game.
slow rapid fire, but
Yeah, yeah.
we did it.
Switch
And
it
I
up.
fumbled it early.
It's okay. I fumbled right now, though. It took me like 10 minutes
So
to
I
say.
studied the answers.
So this is For the Game. So we ask you sometimes like the playful questions and then the serious questions. So, throughout your playing career, you've had coaches that we all know that can make you dislike the game, can make you love it, keep you in the middle. What has it been? Who has been your favorite coach while you've played? Someone that has instilled like that love in the game for you. And can you, if you can, speak to it at all? Like
Like that one
How can
coach
a
that,
coach
like,
affect
I
you?
wouldn't be where I am today without my
I
coach.
mean, my answer is easy. Mine would obviously be my dad. I mean, he's the one that got me into the game. He was the one that helped me throughout the game, got me the equipment, paid for the teams, been there every step. So that's an easy answer for me.
Yeah, I would say. I don't even know. Don't even have an answer for that.
favorite coach?
All right, fair.
Coach that you
About
remember?
the Mercer coach.
I mean,
Dumbbells.
yeah, nah. Next question.
Question. All right, well, we're always prepared for next questions on For the Game. So, transitioning from that then, can you at least speak to how coaches affect how your outlook on the game, at least. Think about it. What's your perspective on it?
I think they play a huge role. I mean, your coach sets the tone. It obviously starts from the top. Practice flows, honestly, through the coach, obviously, how his mood is, and then literal stuff like practice plan and stuff like that. But coaches can make you love the game. They can make you hate the game. They can make you disinterested in the game. Like, coaches hold a huge role, and I don't think a lot of them really understand that and grasp that. But it's a conversation for another day, you know?
Next question.
Next question.
So, after this year, you know, we're all seniors. Yeah, we're all seniors here, right? So, after this year, where do you see yourself going 5 years from now? What's your dream life? If your dreams worked out, what's 5 years from now?
5 years from now would be, you know, married, maybe a kid or two. That may not. Hold on, you know, I wouldn't say 5 years because 5 years is like.
28, bro. That's good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, no, just a steady job.
What's the dream job if it's not baseball?
I don't know, like just owning something, like just
A businessman.
yeah, just owning something, whether that be a restaurant, barbershop,
It's very fair.
construction company.
Businessman.
Just own something, like, or own a duplex and rent it. Like just have possession of something where you're just receiving
I like it.
from it.
Yeah, so to piggyback off that, definitely family. Growing up, I feel like I was like super selfish, and it was just like baseball. I want to play baseball, and I'm not worried about anything else. I'm not really worried about, you know, the other people that are involved in my life. So I feel like now as I'm older and baseball's kind of coming down to the end, like it's I feel like my purpose is almost to be a dad and like have a strong family, solid family, be a good dad, be a good husband, stuff like that. So that's a big goal of mine, definitely, to like be secure in that and have a good family in 5 years. But as well as like kind of what he said, I'm a business major, so being able to either like work from home or like work from a capacity where it's not like every day hamster wheel behind a desk 9 to 5. Like we've already had this life where, you know, we've had baseball, school, a bunch of stuff moving around. So I'm super used to moving around and doing a lot of stuff. So to like kind of take a step back and like have a slower life is probably just not in my interest at all. So I'm really interested in real estate. I would love to be able to do something in that capacity. Probably like start my own brokerage or something like that. And that's something that I could do from home, or I could, you know, a little bit in the office, a little bit from home. So like it's somewhere I'm constantly moving around. It's like different dynamics, and it's just gonna keep me interested. So
I like it.
Would like to own a few things too as well. I want to own my own training facility, but that's like 10 years down the road, 10, 15 down the road.
Okay.
You know.
So 10, 15 years down the road, everything goes perfectly to plan.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to be remembered by like the
So
people around you?
Gonna leave it at, boys.
Last question. How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as a good person and someone that's just fun to be around. Like I feel like I kind of got a good spirit. I got like good interests. I got a good heart, and I just want to like, you know, I want everybody else to have a good time. Like when I wake up, like, you know, my objective is to make my day as positive as I can, but I also want to be able to do that for the people around me. So.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to be remembered as just a solid individual. It's up to whoever's remembering me. It's up to them to like know like what reasons, you know, I'm solid or whatever. Just I don't know. I'm like, for some reason I'm starting to sweat now.
Yeah, the people
It's
can't
hot in
see
here.
it.
Is that
but
fan- is that fan
no
even on?
AC.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
there's no
is-
AC in this
But,
building right now.
absolutely no.
Shout out Barry.
Real quick, let me just that was a
Very
little,
unprofessional.
that was a little factory reset right there. Now, yeah, I just want to remember as, you know, just a solid individual. You know, it's up to whoever's had a relationship with me. It's up to them to kind of pinpoint on why I was that solid individual, you know?
I like it.
So that's me kind of just trying to be solid in every possible way, whether that's, you know, give you the shirt off my back or let you wear my shoes or something.
I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Fire. Well, this has been For the Game.
For the game.
It's For the Game. For the Game. Thank you, Christian Maceda.
For the game.
Maceda, excuse me.
Mercedes.
Savi Delgado. Shout out, it's For the Game. Thank you,
It's
boys.
for the game. Thank you, boys, for having. Thank you for having. Wow. Wow.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
Guys, it's
thanks
such
for
a-
having
We should
us.
probably redo that outro, honestly.
We do
Thanks
the
for-
outro?
Yeah, redo
Thanks
the
for having
outro.
us.
Because we both fucked up.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
All right, so
Maceda.
gay son or thought daughter?
Gay son, thought daughter? Thought daughter all the way. Wait, how bad is it though? Is it we like talk
It's the
worst
porn
of the
star?
worst.
Porn star?
No.
It's the worst of the
Nah,
worst.
So
it's
porn
like
star
only
or
thing-
gay
It's
son?
thought
You would want-
or
you would
gay
want
is
a-
possible.
No, wait, gay is possible?
Gay is
Oh, so he's a thought too. So I have a thought son or a thought daughter. I have a thought daughter. 1,000%.
What's your answer? Thought daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's no discrimination, you know. I just, you know,
I don't know if I can answer.
So every time Dick and Harry gonna be in and out of your crib.
Dick and Harry, I said the daughter, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I said every time,
Yeah, it's
every
still going to
Dick,
be
the
a
Richard.
yo, it's
and
still
every
gonna
Harry's gonna be
dick
in and out of your
piping my
crib.
son, bro. Hey, yo, but yeah, nah, that shit's crazy.
I'm not even gonna answer that question because it's not practical. And
and we get canceled if we even put
Shout
this
out
on
P
it.
Diddy.
yeah, no, I mean, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, how to ruin a podcast in
The
30
juice is
seconds.
loose.
Shout out P. Diddy.
Shout out,
I'm
yo,
picking
do
the
not,
thought
yo,
daughter
we
of
are
the
not
gay son.
we are not shouting out P Diddy here. We are not shouting out P Diddy.
All right,
We're
boys. Yo,
shouting
real
out-
quick. So thank you so much for joining us. Christian Maceda, Savi Delgado.
Thank you.
Xavier Delgado, also known as C Stacks, also known as Savi. Thank you so much. This has been For The Game.
For the game.
It's For The Game.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, boys. For The Game.
For the game.
For the game, baby.